Everything you see here is strictly informational. Forex is a high-risk business. Please do not place trades with more money than what you don't have. Please do not trade other people's money. Do not borrow any money than what you cannot trade with. And please take everything that I say as a personal opinion. I am not considered a financial advisor. I'm not considered a broker. I am just one here simply recording my journey along learning the markets.
What's up, guys? Been a while. Bodies and Wicks here. I haven't done a video in a while, and I wanted to do one. Primarily because crypto seems to be kicking up, and it follows a lot of the same ideals that I've been studying with Forex, and I'm going to put it to a test, and we'll see what happens with this wild prediction I'm going to make. I see a lot of people throwing out some crazy stuff about these different wave patterns and how Bitcoin is about to skyrocket through the roof. And I don't think that's going to happen. Not just yet, anyway. I think it's going to take some time. And I'll give a good explanation why. So, anyways, what I usually do, if you don't know me, I'm Ted. I do this thing called Bodies and Wicks, and I usually go over like a lot of price action and things of Forex markets like British pound, euro dollar, things like that. But I have done some videos with crypto in the past, and I'm gonna do this one on Bitcoin. It shouldn't be too long. Hopefully, I'll give you a good analyzation as to why I think Bitcoin is going to do what it's going to do. Let me just make sure I have it on the right chart here. I do. All right. So first, I'm going to go to barchart.com. Now this right here, this is Bitcoin futures. Don't know if you know this, but yes, Bitcoin has futures. If you look down here where it has the volume, right? So, this is the December futures, by the way. So what I'll do here, I'll show you what I did. You go to barchart.com, you go to select commodity, and you have all these different things, right? You can check from crude oil, gold, silver, live cattle, and then down here you have Bitcoin, futures, UX dollar index. So you have all the currencies here. So if you click Bitcoin futures, you will come to this page here, and you can select which contract is up. Right, so now you have this book contract here, BTZ20. This is your December contract, and I believe if we go to here and you type in BTZ20, no, never mind. I thought you'd be able to pull up the futures, but you can on the currencies that way on TradingView. But I guess you can't with Bitcoin futures. Anyways, so now we are on the Bitcoin futures. What you want to do is you want to see this area here. You want to click on full chart. When it brings up full chart, you usually have the volume down here. If you don't, what you want to do is you want to click study and click on volume. And there's one more you want to click on, and that is called commitment of traders, right? Your commitment to traders is actually extremely important. If you never use commitment to traders, it's probably a big indicator as to what's going to happen. So your volume here shoots up, right? So or not your volume, but your interest rate. So this purple line is your interest rate. How do I know that? If you click volume, has volume, then it has open interest, right? So your open interest rate is on this chart. So your interest rate, when it goes up, that is a sign for a sell, right? If it goes up more than 20%, you're more than likely going to sell. Now, we did have that, or it already shows that huge sell-off here, right, that we had down to, 16.5, something like that. If this interest continues upwards, we're going to see more sells, right? So this interest is still pretty high already, Now, if we come down to commitment to traders and we go back to June, right? Go back to June. Let me see here. We had, it looks like the commercial. So if we click on the commitment to traders, You have your commercial speculators, large speculators, small speculators. What does this mean? The commercial speculators are going to be your larger institutions that have money in the game, people that have large bank accounts, such as usually in Forex, it's like Dutch Bank, Chase Bank, the IMF, the Federal Reserve. These people actually do have stakes in, buying these kind of things. Your large speculators are going to be like your hedge fund managers, things like that. Your small speculators are going to be people like you and me, people that throw a little bits in there at a time, or trade it, pull it out, whatever. That's your small speculators. So that's what commitment to traders means. So if we go down here, hold on, let me see what colors again, because didn't get the blue in this here. Green is large, blue is small. Green is large. So okay, so your green, which is interesting, has a lot more shorts in your Bitcoin. So these, whenever they trade it, you never traded before, you never used MetaTrader 4, you can actually sell Bitcoin without having it, right? So you see that's how you trade it. When it gets really high, you click the sell button. If it drops, you make money, right? That's how it works. You don't have to invest in Bitcoin to actually make money. You can trade it as well. If you've never been a trader, look into it. It's actually, that's what I do most of the time anyway. So I'm making this video for anybody that has never used, trading or never used, Coinbase or anything like that. I'm making just, kind of for the plain Jane person. So I'm trying to give this to people with just general information. So if you go back to June, your futures, your speculated there wasn't too much, going on. But here, let's look at it right here where it jumps, right? So right here is when, back in July when you kind of started seeing this movement, right? So you had your large speculators go short, your small speculators start putting it, start going long as it goes long. So why did they go short? Well, because they knew it was going to drop. So they probably went short right here, right at this top, held it until it dropped down here and made a boatload, right? Because as you can see right here, when it dropped, they also put in more longs. Why did they put in more longs? Well, because it went long after that. But your commercial traders, or your small speculators, are doing the opposite. They're kind of going with the flow. They're adding more when it goes up. They're dropping it when it goes down. But your biggest indicator is going to be your red line here. And even though it looks flat, which is really interesting to say the least, because I'll show you in a second what Forex looks like. It's completely different. So these are your large, like I said, these are your large banks. Now here, they go long. Right, so this is on October 27th. You can see somewhere in that week, just before that, it was probably right around here, is where they actually put in a lot of longs. Right, longs means they're betting on it to go up. As it gets long right here, 1103, they decide to go short. Why did they go short? Well, they expected to get lower. Well, it was somewhere between 1103 probably and 1107, 1109, somewhere around there. It's just before they went short again. So they went short again. So that's the interesting thing. So they go short. You see over here in the red, it has this number 96. I'm not for sure what the numbers mean, to be honest, but I think it's the amount of contracts that they have out. It could be by the thousands. I'm not for sure. But as you can see, the small and large speculators both are in the thousands, but the commercials are very, very small digits. They probably don't have a whole lot of money in this. But these are the smart people. These are the people that know what's probably going to happen. So they go long here, right? And then they go short. They go from 96 down to 52. And now they're going back up to 98. Okay, so interesting. Well, they went back up to 98 here. That was on 11/17, and so it went back up. So they went short here, and then it went just a little bit short. So they made that little bit of money that went down, right? And so they go long again here. So they made that money going back up. Now that the volume is high, it's about a week behind. I think they're probably gonna go short again, or they're expecting it to get shorter, because I would say if they went short here and they only made that little bit amount from 1481, they probably went short. They probably went long again at 13. So if they only made that little amount, they're probably expecting it to go short again. So plus with the interest rates going up, yeah, nobody wants to pay for high interest rates, so they're probably going to go short again. So that's why I look at the commercial speculators to see what is going to happen. So if we go to Bitcoin, all right, where are we at now? So I meant to take all this off. If fair, I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to take everything off, right, and explain why I got to where this is where it is. Sorry for not having this prepared. I just doing this on the fly. But if you ever heard of the maker market sell model, maker market buy model, basically what price likes to do. Actually, I will pull that up for you. Let's go ahead and do a search. Market maker buy model. There we go. All right, so here, this is kind of what you're looking at. Market maker buy model, market maker sell model. So this is your market maker profile, and this is what it does, right? This is kind of the opposite of, or not really opposite, but kind of similar to Wyckoff theory as well. Wyckoff theory says it goes to an area, it consolidates, then it goes to a different area, basically, or it drops. You know, it kind of has a cycle to where it repeats. Market maker buy model, market maker sell model, it shows where it kind of consolidates in different areas, and then it'll drop. You know, it'll go in one area, get higher, and then drop below. So I think that's what's happening with Bitcoin. We kind of had, and this is the area I want to watch. This area I haven't read. I think this is going to be a key area. We also have two kind of fake trend lines. I don't believe in trend lines. They're not the, end all be all. I think they give people a false sense of what is happening. And so I think that's why people are expecting this to continue to skyrocket. They're finding these trend lines and they're like, oh, it's just going to keep going up. Look at the trend lines. They keep getting steeper. Well, they don't realize when traders see that, when large speculators see that, they know that that's where the money is, right? So what they want to do is they want to take your money, right? So if they're finding people buying all the time, what they're going to do is they're going to sell. Like I said, there's traders out there, whenever they sell, it pushes the market, it will push it down. So the people that are buying and they're risking their money, they're going to want to take that, right? So we're finding a lot of people who are going buy. Market makers thinking, we can take their money if they buy, because once it goes, it hits their limit. You set a limit when you buy. You set your stop loss. If it goes to their limit, to their stop loss, they lose that money. Where does that money go? It goes to the broker, and then it eventually goes to the other side that is against you, right? The other side would be your large speculator banks. Those are the people that want to take your money. Those are the people who can control the market, right? So because they have the money to do that, they have way more money than you. Your little $20, $50, $100, $1,000 is not going to do anything to their millions, right? So they get to push the market. So that's why I think we're going to see the top of the market already, right? We've seen a new high, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Did we see a new high? Let me look at this. I think we did. This is how much I pay attention. I don't even know if we hit a new high or not. So it looks like we didn't. We got close. I'm looking at it on a weekly basis right now. So this is the weekly look at Bitcoin. No, we didn't hit a new high. Well, you know what? We might be able to hit a new high soon. I wouldn't doubt it. And it could be on this part right here. So you're going to see consolidation. You'll see a market maker profile. You're going to get either close. You could break the high. If you do, you're going to break the high just a little bit. It's not going to be you're going to break the high and it's going to take off. It's going to break the high and it's going to find those people buying and it's going to sell, right? It's going to break all those trend lines that people think are there. It's going to come down. It's going to find a prominent trend line like these two here, probably where they cross, to be honest. This is one of my craziest predictions I think I'm going to make, is that it will hit probably this line, because this is a good support resistance line right here. There's I wanted to say I found a good order block. There's a good order block in this area. Order block shows that there's displacement, right? displacement that pushes down and it pushes the market up. It's right in this area. When price comes back down to it, it usually bounces off to it. As you can see, it bounced off twice. It's probably going to push down a little bit further into that and then go up again. And it's probably going to do it at a trend line. So that's why I have it marked here. And I have the market maker buy or sell model marked out. So as you can see, market maker sell model going back down. And I think it's going to hit this area here, this prominent area in between 13,000 and 14,000, somewhere in that range. And then I think it's going to be its low for a while. I think it will get back down to that before it starts raising back up. So that's why I believe this is going to be the model. And that's probably going to happen sometime late December, right? So we have time for it to get back down to there. Because I want to invest in Bitcoin. I want to start putting money into it like I would, the stock market like I do. But I want to, I don't want to put it in at 1,700 and it go back down to 1,300. So I see all these videos of people saying, it's gonna do this and it's gonna do this, and after that it's gonna keep going up and up and up and up and up. And I honestly don't think that's gonna happen. Not just yet. It's not there yet. People are on the frenzy, buy Bitcoin. Usually when everybody does that, it does the opposite. It did the last time, right? Whenever it was getting so high, everybody was buying it, and then all of a sudden it just went back down. And I think that's what's going to happen again. People are, if you think, a second bull run is going to be like the last one, believe me, this thing is going to have many bull runs. It is. It's going to have many bear runs too. So just be prepared if it doesn't go on a huge bull run like you think it is. So that's why I am making this video, and that's why I believe this is what's going to happen. We'll see. I could be completely wrong. It could take off and go to the moon. But like everything else, it usually doesn't. So don't get your hopes up. That's all I'm saying. So be careful with this. If you are putting in money to Bitcoin, make sure you're doing it at dips. You want to, if you're putting in $120, something like that, investing, make sure when it's actually dipping. It just created a dip, it went back up. Don't do it now. Wait for it to dip again. That way you're averaging your costs down, right? So you always want to put it in at a dip. You don't want to put it in, at a high when it's going higher, because when it goes up, it will come back down, right? And when you see it come back down and you see it maybe start to go back up, then put your money back. Then put your money in, because you're doing it at least at a dip, right? So, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you guys for watching. If you are watching, and I'll probably be making some more videos soon. Probably on, I want to see one on Ethereum. I'll probably do the same kind of prediction, to be honest, because I don't know. Ethereum is a little bit different. Without Ethereum, you can't make dApps, and I think it's going to be a very strong coin, and it's going to have probably good growth, but it's going to be slow, right? It'll probably get to 600 soon, to be honest, but it's going to take a couple months. I think Bitcoin is going to be wild. It's going to be one of those ones that's going to just jump around all over the place. Same with Yearn. But I think Ethereum is going to be one of those ones that's going to have good heavy growth. But it's going to take a long time to get there. So anyways, that's just me on my Bitcoin video. I'll probably be making one on Ethereum tonight as well. Thank you for checking my video out, and we will see you guys later. Remember to always keep your pants on. Hey guys, I just wanted to thank you all for watching this video. If you did like the video and you like its content, please hit the like button. That lets other people know it was somewhat enjoyable, I guess. And it'll help other people whenever they're searching for videos. If they see a like on a video, they're more than likely to to click on it and watch it. So that would be good help. If you want to share it with your friends, if you think this was useful information, please do so. Also, if you could, just go ahead and give it if you want to, subscribe to my channel. I'll be making videos like this pretty often, and hopefully you find it informational, and we'll see you again soon. All right, thanks a lot, and I can't talk. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.